3 million subscribers. It's a pretty crazy number when you think about it. Didn't think I'd make it this far, to be honest, and I still think daily how I'm still able to grow this channel, how people are still subscribing and watching my videos. I don't know what it is. I can't pinpoint exactly the reason, but I am fortunate, I am blessed, I am very grateful to be able to do what I love every single day, and that is because of you guys. So I do want to start off and say thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. But if I'm being honest, the subscriber count to me doesn't mean as much as you might think it means. For some reason, that number means a lot to a lot of people. Even my friends and my family have been texting me today, congrats on 3 mil, congrats on 3 mil. I just don't see the significance in that. I care more about the people watching my videos. You, for example, watching this video right now, and the engagement I get from that, I value that more than some silly number on my YouTube page. The subscriber count to me doesn't gauge success, in my opinion. The viewership, the engagement, the impact my videos have on someone, to me, is more important than the subscriber count, if that makes any sense. With that said, 3 million is still a milestone nonetheless, so I thought I would at least make some type of video for you guys. I haven't done a Q&A in such a long time, so I think this would be like the perfect time to answer some questions and also give you guys an update on what's happening with me and the channel, because this year is going to be the most important year of my life. There's a lot of things happening in my life that's going to be changing the way I make videos, and I'll give you guys kind of like a quick update at the end of this Q&A. So with that said, I do have some of your questions that need to be answered. Let's begin. Will you be my daddy? Okay, you know what? I'm regretting doing this. Given your current success, what's the next milestone for you in terms of success with the channel and outside of YouTube? Honestly, that's a good question, by the way, Sergio. Current milestone for the channel, I feel like I don't really have one. If I had to pick a milestone, I would say 10 million would be pretty cool, but I'm not holding my breath. I don't think that's gonna be possible. I'm more concerned about my own personal milestone, which is to start a family and grow my side business, which is investments. I've been buying property on the side and leasing them out, so that's currently what I'm focusing on aside from YouTube, because I can't rely on YouTube. Based on what I've seen in the past 9 years or so, YouTube is like that toxic relationship with your ex-girlfriend. You know, you got great times, you know, the lovemaking is amazing, but you're not perfect for each other. At one point, it's gonna end. So I gotta make sure I secure myself and my future for my family and for my loved ones. And the only way I can do that is by focusing outside of YouTube, unfortunately. As far back as I can remember, all the builds have had nice themes and color combinations, but how about food snack theme builds? Would you be willing to try something unique like that? Cheeseburger, Burger King PC, or cheese themed PC? What are your recommendations and advice to building your first PC? I just built my first, but would like some of your advice. Thank you for making great content. Congrats on your first PC, by the way. The biggest advice I can give you is make sure you are mentally prepared. A lot of people are very intimidated when they're building their first PC, and they wait till the last second to, let's say, watch a build guide as they're building their PC. But if you give yourself some time to get familiar with the process, I feel like you'll be much more comfortable when the time comes. So what I would recommend is to watch build guides, not only once, but multiple times. That way you not only familiarize yourself with the parts and the process, but also it will give you the confidence when the time comes to actually build a PC, because now you kind of know what to expect. And for those of you who are trying to build a PC this year, I'm actually currently working on a full build guide for 2021. It's gonna be a lot better than my previous build guide because it's gonna be longer and way more detailed. So make sure to stick around for that. Could we get a wifey introduction? So my wife, I think, has been officially introduced in the previous Ask Me video, if I'm not mistaken, but she's also appeared in the videos multiple times. I don't know if I'll make a dedicated video just to introduce her. At this point, most of you guys already know who she is, but here's her Instagram if you guys want to stalk her. How is it possible to run different GPUs on the same motherboard? So yes, this is definitely possible. You can use either an AMD GPU or an NVIDIA GPU. They don't have to be the same, and you don't need SLI for it to work. The most common cases for this is that people use multiple GPUs for multiple outputs, right? A single graphics card only has so many outputs in the back, but if you're rocking 4 or 5 or maybe even 6 displays, you would probably want 2 graphics cards to supply you the output for that. Aside from that, most people use the second GPU for tasks. For example, they like to game on their top GPU and they use the second GPU for shadow play or anything that involves like GPU acceleration. So those are 2 most popular use case scenarios for multiple GPUs. Do you really love our beautiful faces? Of course I do. As long as it's beautiful, of course. Think back, did you ever think this channel would ever get this far, or were you planning on calling it quits once? It's the cheese guy again. So to answer your first question, no. Absolutely not. I didn't think I would even pass 100,000 subscribers. If I can give myself $1 for every time I wanted to quit, I would have enough money to buy an RTX 3090 Scalper Edition. As much as I would love YouTube to be very consistent with me and, very reliable as my main source of income, unfortunately that's not the case. I can't put all my eggs in YouTube's basket. There's been so many times where I wanted to quit. I've worked maybe a couple days or even a week on a video that I've been really proud of, and once I upload it, YouTube's algorithms smacks me in the face and says, nope, sorry, your video's crap. And it doesn't get the traction it deserves. Times like that, it really kind of affects me mentally because I'm here asking myself, what went wrong? What did I do wrong? And it has nothing to do with you guys. It has everything to do with YouTube's algorithms. That has happened so many times in the past where it's got me second guessing. Like, is this even worth it? Is this really what you're supposed to be doing for the rest of your life? Like, I've been thinking about just quitting and starting something else. It's gotten that bad, you guys. So yeah, to answer your question, many times I've thought about quitting. How has your life been as a content creator? An interesting follow-up actually from the previous question. My life as a content creator has changed drastically, and I feel like it's constantly changing every single year. There are good things about it and there are bad things about it. I'll start with the good things. I'm super, again, blessed to be able to do what I love every single day. It's honestly the dream job for me. But doing this for so long, over 9 years at this point, it becomes a part of who you are. YouTube has become such a huge part of my life. It's like embedded in my DNA. It's a 24/7 job, even on the days off. As much as I would love to go out, hang out with friends, whether we're drinking, partying, dancing, part of my brain won't shut off. It's just constantly thinking about, okay, what's the next project? What am I gonna do when I get to the office tomorrow? It just won't shut off. And I can't figure out a way to do that. And I feel like it's getting worse every single day, every single year. I could be at a friend's house watching a movie, and 5 minutes in, I pull out my phone, go into the YouTube Studio app and start checking the analytics of the last video. How many likes it got, read the comments, respond to a few of them, and see how well the video is doing. Like, that's how consumed I am of this platform. And I don't know what to do to kind of just shut it off. Any YouTubers out there watching this and if you guys found a way to do this, let me know in the comment section, because I will love to know what it is. Even on vacations, when I leave my studio, go on, let's say a tropical vacation or something for a week, as long as I have my phone, I am connected to YouTube. I even bring my laptop to do work on. It's like my brain can't ever shut off, and I've tried so many different things, and I don't know what it is. But to answer your question anyways, it's been great, but also kind of been struggling with it as well. I need to find a way to balance work and life. Actually, no, I don't want to balance it. I want my life to be up here and I want work to be here. So maybe like a 70-30 split, because I feel like balancing it isn't enough. When do you think GPU prices will lower? It's an interesting question. I don't know why you're asking me this, but I feel like there's a correlation between COVID and the market prices. Once COVID pisses off, I feel like that's when the market will start to stabilize. I would probably say, if I had to guess a year, maybe 2022, maybe 2023, to be honest. But I have no clue, to be honest. My guess is as good as yours. What would you be doing if you weren't a tech personality? Where do you want to be 5 years from now? That's a good question from Rolando Escobar. Are you related to Pablo by any chance? So to answer your first question, if I didn't make YouTube videos, I would definitely build my own PC building company. I would love to build some sick custom PCs for people to buy. Not an actual retail store where I sell pre-built, but every single order would be like custom built, either water-cooled, air-cooled, whatever it is. That was the plan. I've actually even started thinking about starting one on the side, but since YouTube blew up for me, I started focusing more on my YouTube channel than doing a side business, but that's what I would do. Size of your PP. That's actually a pretty good question. I haven't checked in a while. Uh, 2 inches on a good day. Where do you want to be 5 years from now? Hopefully still making YouTube videos and while focusing on my side business as well. So in 5 years, I hope to buy at least 2 more properties to earn passive income from. Can you lick a GPU? It was a matter of time before this question came up. So you know what, let's get this over with. Tastes like a bunch of shattered dreams. Can I get a shout out on YouTube? Absolutely not. What's your favorite build that you've ever done other than the ones you've built for yourself, like Big Red? That's a good question. Obviously, if I can't pick my own builds, I would have to say the minimalistic PC I built using the Monument case. That was a very interesting build. You guys know me, I love to try out new cases, very interesting like design cases, because I build so many traditional like box PC builds that when something like that comes along, it piques my interest. So I have to say that's definitely top 3. What made you start this channel? Was it for fun or was it as a job? I don't think you can start YouTube as a job right off the bat, or any social media platform, because you don't get paid right off the bat, right? You have to actually build your audience before you get paid. So that's impossible. We started YouTube, my cousin and I started YouTube for fun on the weekends just to kill time after work and school. We were both into tech. We loved unboxing videos. So we're like, you know what? Let's do unboxing videos on our own. That slowly transitioned into doing reviews, and that transitioned into building PCs. And then we saw people subscribing and watching our videos. I don't know why. Our videos were really bad back in the day, but yeah, fast forward, here we are, kind of became this, TechSource. What is the biggest challenge you've faced being a YouTuber, and would you consider starting to stream games with the PC build you've shown on the channel? Really good questions. Again, one of the biggest challenges was, putting your heart and soul into a video and not having it succeed on the YouTube platform because of YouTube's algorithms or whatever the case is. But that's definitely very devastating as a content creator. That's one of the challenges I've always faced, especially when it's content that is supposed to perform really well because it's the same content you've been uploading for like 8 or 9 years. So it's just when YouTube changes it up, it's just like, why? And the thing that really kills me is that not finding out the reason, right? Because if you find out the reason, then you'd obviously change it up so that next time it can be successful. But that's definitely one of the biggest challenges, at least for me, when creating YouTube videos. YouTube is like that abusive dad in your family that provides food and a roof over your head, right? Like, you don't want to live with them, you're scared of them, but you can't live without it. Otherwise you'd be living in the streets. That's my relationship right now with YouTube. Would you ever consider starting to stream games? As far as streaming games, I don't see myself streaming anytime soon, to be honest, because I play games as an escape from making videos. It's my happy place. I get to relax, I get to unwind, and I get to enjoy. So if I stream games, I have to constantly read chat, I have to interact with you guys, and I feel like it's going to put a lot of pressure, and it's gonna kill the game. It's gonna kill the experience for me. So I only stream on Discord, and there's only like 10 or 15 people watching at a time, but it's a place where I can just chill and relax. So as far as doing it on Twitch or YouTube gaming, I don't see myself doing that until or unless I stop making YouTube videos. What is your favorite keep switch? So my favorite keep switch and the switch that I ordered to build my custom keyboard later this year is the Aspiration. What was your life like before you started YouTube? I kind of missed my life before YouTube. It was carefree, stress-free, got home from work, World of Warcraft till like 11, 12 a.m. I was able to shut my brain off when I got home. That's one of the things I miss about my life, but it was it wasn't that great. You know, I was working at Albertsons, I was bagging people's groceries for a minimum wage, and I was getting screamed at because I didn't know to separate cold food with warm food. People were screaming at me, telling me, you don't know how to bag. You know, it was an interesting time. After that, I was working at a bank for 7 years, constantly giving people way too much money or shorting them. I was keeping some of their money and I was getting fired. I got fired from 4 different banks across 7 years. So it was a struggle, definitely. I feel like overall, I'm in a happier place. Milk first or cereal? Anybody who puts cereal first in a bowl are sociopaths. What type of condoms do you use and recommend? I really don't use much, but if I were to, I usually go with the Skin brand. Good stuff. What is your favorite video on YouTube? I'm assuming my own videos, if that's the question. If that's the case, I would say Setup Makeover Season 6 is definitely on my top 3, and Season 3 as well. Those are my 2 favorite videos I've done on the channel. What games do you play right now? And if you had to pick on to be your favorite, what would it be? So I finished Cyberpunk recently. I finished all the main missions and the side missions. I've been playing Control lately, some Modern Warfare again, and I downloaded Division 2. So I don't have a favorite just yet. I'll have to see which one is my favorite. Can we talk? I don't know who voted no for you. That wasn't me, by the way. But you can always talk with me on my Discord server. Link below. What are your thoughts on every TS Discord staff member? That's an interesting question, but the staff team on my server, they're amazing, first of all. Without them, I feel like they're a core unit of why the server is so successful and so popular. And without them, it wouldn't be what it is today, especially the admin, Michael. I don't really thank you guys often, so if you're watching this video, thank you for all the work you've been putting in. Obviously, you don't get paid for it, so the fact that you're doing this on your own time is just, it's beyond me. So I appreciate you guys honestly a lot, so thank you so much for your efforts and your work. What are your goals for this 2021? Congrats for the 3 million. I love your profile pic, Kato. Goals for 2021, I wanna be situated in my new home later this year and hopefully transition from having a baby to making videos, because I feel like that's gonna be the hardest thing right now, is balancing when the baby is born and still continuing to make videos. That's gonna be my goal for 2021. Corsair or MSI? That's kind of like picking a favorite child. You can't pick one without upsetting the other. What is your daily driver smartphone? Currently using the iPhone 12 Pro Max. I love this phone. When did you start being so stringent with cable management? I wasn't always like this, okay? I was a very simple man. Setup Wars is the reason why, to answer your question. The very show I created is the reason why I am the person today. Yeah. How much does your wife support you? And tell us something that you like about her. My wife supports me so much, honestly. She is the rock, she's the boulder to my life. Without her support, I wouldn't be able to do this constantly on a daily basis. There isn't enough time in this video to tell you what I like about her. There is an infinite amount of things that I love about my wife. I can honestly lose all this. My channel can get shut down the next day and I wouldn't care. As long as I have my wife and our baby daughter, to me, she means the world to me. And there is nothing in this world that matters more. I don't know why I'm doing this on Valentine's Day. This is not normal, but yeah, I love my wife so much. And this is unexpected. Okay. All right, last question. Do you have any other series ideas? Would love to see more content. So I'm trying to always bring you guys new content on the channel. I'm trying new things, even though it's not successful. I like to kind of challenge myself and bring something new to the table. So, you know, the Epic Gamer Moments, for example, reacting to popular YouTuber setups, are just some of the content I'm trying to bring to the channel. So if you guys have any other ideas you want to see, let me know in the comment section. I'm always open to trying new things. So that's all the questions I'm answering today. Unfortunately, I couldn't go through every single one of them, but if you guys want to reach out and ask me anything, feel free to hit me up on my Discord server. Now on to some updates. There are two major updates happening for this year for me. The one big one, which I'm sure a lot of you guys already know, is that we're having a baby. She is expected to be born late April, beginning of May. The second big upgrade is I bought a home and I will be able to move in late this year. So about November, December. Those are the two biggest changes in my life, I would say. I'm gonna be working from home. That way I'm closer to family and I can watch the baby as well. And also when the baby is born, I might be MIA for a couple weeks or maybe months. It's gonna be kind of hard transitioning from making videos to raising a newborn and then transitioning back. So I'm gonna focus on that. So you guys probably won't see any videos for a couple weeks or a couple months. So that's pretty much it. Those are the two main ones. I don't wanna bore you guys with any other updates, of course. Anything that does happen will be posted on my Twitter or my personal Instagram. If you guys wanna follow me on there, I will keep you posted. But yeah, thank you guys again so much for 3 million. That is insane to say. I can't even, I won't get used to it. But you guys are awesome. Thank you for the support. Thank you for watching. I love you guys. Stay safe, and I will see you very soon in the next one.